Hello, this is David with Vintage Uprising Texas, and I'm going to show a little haul of some ephemera that Tammy and I picked while at an estate sale in Dallas, and it's pretty interesting. This was a fellow that belonged in several big bands and bands after that era in the Dallas area, so he would frequent a lot of clubs and restaurants and hotels, and he saved the menus. Also, he played in a few bands on cruise ships, so I'll share a few of those cruise menus as well. So I hope you enjoy.
Go. Action.
Okay, the first item is a Royal Tokyo menu, very limited menu, but I like how the fact that it's uh it's got the shape of a cleaver. So maybe it was like Benihana style, and they hand wrote the edits in the menu. I found that interesting. Another one is a postcard from Elon, postcard style menu. And like I said, this is like an ephemera haul. I just found these kind of neat. Never know. Small Rocco's Italian restaurant. The Old Church, which is a Cole and Armstrong Avenue in Dallas. And this was a building that was built in 1908, not as a church, but as a residence of Henry Horton, then the manager of Crown Medicine Company. And it goes to give some detailed information regarding that building and the family. But they apparently made a restaurant out of the building later on. I like how they title it Offerings. This is a placemat style menu. Humperdinck's, Hornblower, and Wits. Established in 1971. It's got a fun illustration. And it's just a very limited one-page menu. I like the style of this menu. It's a door overlooking a patio called the Great Outdoors, and that's the title of the restaurant. And you open the menu, door style, and there you go. But that was the title of the restaurant, the Great Outdoors. This gentleman was a traveler, so he had this restaurant from La Vie Varsu. I am totally butchering that, I'm sure. And it's a nice wine selection. This was the wine menu. So it's amazing what the prices of champagne was back then. I guess this was in the 80s, so bottles ranging from $22 down to, well, $45 down to $17 for some wine. And a map of Sicily. Apparently, like I said, he traveled and went on cruises. So here's a nice map of Sicily. I would open it up, but it's just a map of Sicily. Just some fun little map of different areas of where to get certain items. But I like the graphics on that. I found this one very interesting. So this was apparently at a wine opening for 1985 Opus 1. the European debut of this wine. And it was a combination or a collaboration between Napa Valley and the Mondavi family. The Mondavi family, also with Baron Philippe de Rothschild from France. But Mondavi in California produced the wine since he had a current operation, but it was the grapes of the Rothschild family. So it was a joint venture between the two. This was considered, I looked it up, this was considered a big deal at the time. And I'm looking out for this vintage to see if it still stands. I haven't looked at that yet, but I'm going to look that up. But this person was invited to this actual European opening. This is a menu of Randy Tar, and I guess it's limited to this area. I don't think it was a chain, but just fun little graphic. I think this is another wine selection menu at Mario's. This could have been an Italian restaurant. I'm not sure, but this is the wine menu. So very low key. I like the handwritten, the way they copied the handwriting. So a selection of wines at Mario's. This is a nice simple takeout menu. Very rustic looking for the Durham House. This was located in a town outside of Dallas, or southwest of Dallas, called the Durham House in Waxahachie. Reservations are required, so maybe it was fancy schmancy, yeah? Whoops. This was a specialty menu for The Baker, which was established October 9th of 1925 and apparently closed its doors August 30th of 1979. This was located in a hotel called the Baker Hotel. So the restaurant was called The Baker, and it's got a nice little inscription from the original Baker family, the president then, and then a farewell from the family that took over the restaurant and closed the restaurant. So this is possibly just over 50 years of 54 years of service. So they listed the opening menu was available for those that wanted to dine, or the closing, and then the closing menu. So the very first offering and then the closing offering. I found that interesting. And no graphics on the back. Very simple. Then we had this nice fun graphic of a pirate and a parrot on a cake island. Herb Traub's nationally famous pirate's house, Desert Island. What foods these morsels be? Fun little graphic. Then we have the Gumbo Shop, Creole cuisine from New Orleans, and this was on St. Peter Street. So, favorite offerings of New Orleans. Then American Wine and Importing Company's Wine Service Manual for Restaurants and Hotels. This was a guideline for those who were serving wine, and it's neat. It gives instructions of how to chill wines that need to be chilled, and how to serve, and little differences between spirits. So this was similar to like a training manual. Then we have a wine list and restaurant or table. Here we have a wine list and a regular menu for this restaurant, and just fun little graphics, vineyard graphics. This is the first of the cruise menus. Nice graphics of these clippers. And this was the captain's dinner on aboard the SS Monterey. This is a menu this is for Sunday, October 21st, 1973, from LA to Honolulu. So I like the graphics on that one. Here's a very understated menu of the Da Vinci International. And this would have been probably on a cruise line. It has the sister locations in Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta, San Juan, Ixtapa, and Mazatlan. Not sure where this one was located. Here's another fun cruise line menu, a printed watercolor of riders on horseback through a nice little mountain setting with palms. Not sure who the artist is there. But this was aboard a Pacific Far East line. This was also the SS Monterey. Since October 18th, 1972. LA to Honolulu. That's a nice, fun graphic. The next menu is a dinner menu for, it doesn't say the name of the restaurant, but it's a nice graphic. We have a beer stein. It's German, of course, German influence. But it's a very nice graphic, handwritten on this. I guess the little favorites. Host warning. Host warning of, oh no, the host is wearing lederhosen. So he made notes. This is a December of 1981 menu for Dwayne's Coffee Shop. Good food in a hurry. Little roached out on the bottom. But a nice graphic to commemorate the month. True to Ephemera, this is not a menu, but this is a magazine for 20th Century Fox, Cole Porter's Can. And this starred, of course, Frank Sinatra and Weezer. We know it wasn't Weezer. Shirley MacLaine. So it has great photographs. I wish it was in better condition. So I'll handle it gingerly. The bottom's kind of torn off. There's Shirley and Frank. Oh, blue eyes. This featured, of course, Frank Sinatra, Shirley MacLaine, Maurice Chevalier, Louis Jordan, and a cast of many others. And it has nice backstage or candid still shots of the production, and then candid shots of dinners out. Cast and credits, actor bios. C'est magnifique. Course girls. Here are candid shots of rehearsals. There's Shirley in a nice pose. a nice, it's a nice shots of Juliet Prowse. Nice little magazine. It'd be nice if they did things like this for some movies now. Back to menus. We have a selection of American wines, very understated graphic. The Scarlet Letter A, the Scarlet Letter. And I'm not sure who this is. This wine list is for, no, it doesn't say from where. I guess if you're in the know, you're in the know. This is a guest room dining, so an in-house dining for the Adolphus. I like that graphic. I wish it was bigger. He's a handsome chap. And you can't get simpler than this. So Pat's Sandwich Deli hand wrote his menu. It's a one-page menu, one-sided menu, and it's all handwritten and then copied on manila paper. This came with a stack. It's the Night Owl's Guide to Dallas by Merle Gilbert. So fun doings, and the owner checked off and made notes of places he'd been and places that were no longer there. This is a menu and introduction to French wines. So if you're into wine and want to learn about them, it talks about the regions. Of course, Bordeaux, the Southwest. Get your wine on. This is a nice little article. The monk, I think the monk who invented champagne. Here's a one-page laminated bakery menu. I like the look of the tile. I think this is the last of the cruise. Again, this was a dinner menu for the SS Monterey from LA to Honolulu, and I assume back. But I love that scene. Of course, it's a printed watercolor. Nice scene in a bay with a palm surrounding in Honolulu. Nice boat there, and then they're watching the fishermen. So here's a rainbow service for Pan American Airlines, and this was a graphic of Thailand. The Temple of the Emerald Buddha in Bangkok. And for rainbow service, here's the menu. So Pan American, world's most experienced airline. You can buy cigarettes. You can buy cigarettes on your flight for 25 cents. Now you can't smoke in your Uber going to the airport. Here is a room service menu at the Fairmont, 24 hours a day, very extensive, the Fairmont Hotel in Dallas. And I like how they divided the menu. Breakfast is clipped here, lunch, dinner, 24-hour service, like the Lido deck on a cruise. Hors d'oeuvres, and the wine list. This falls in the category of fun graphics. It's the menu for Marcello's. I guess the art's attributed to someone in the corner. I don't know if I can make that out or not. But a beautiful graphic. It's the Italian cuisine. And this is a wine menu. Oh, March of '74 for Circus Maximus. So these are fun graphics here. Circus Maximus. Lots going on in this picture. And we hope you have a pleasant day. This is from the Fairmont Hotel as well. May have been a brunch menu. Maybe it's brunch, I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, brunch menu. Then we have a one-page menu folded from the celebrity room. Looks like the MGM. Is that the MGM graphic? Yeah, MGM Grand Hotel. This Shirley Jones, Jack Cassidy, and Joan Rivers. And then we have two fancy schmancy menus. Just for wine. And then the top deck, the Center Tennis Club in Dallas. And I think this was their dinner and lunch menu at the tennis club. So two hardcover. This one's wine. This one's the top deck at the tennis club in Dallas. And then let me just slap the pile on other menus with other graphics, but not so great condition. There's a stack of just paper menus, restaurants, Chinese restaurants, Mexican restaurants, and various condition. A lot of one-pagers here, but not as interesting as what I showed you already. But that's the other stack that came with this, just for reference. So it's 1.5 times of this stack. So that was a small stack of ephemera of a lot of menus, wine menus, and other assortments. And I don't know, fun. To each their own. You know, some people like postcards, whatever, but this was a stack of menus. I found it interesting that he saved where he dined and then made notes of what people were wearing, what people had ordered, what they ordered that day, that are found within some of the menus, but not all of them. So I hope you enjoyed this small haul of ephemera, and if you like the content, please subscribe and share the channel, Vintage Uprising Texas. Hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. Maybe you had experience dining in the Dallas area or made that trip from LA to Honolulu. Who knows? Let us know what your favorite one was in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next video.